Today I'm going to be taking you guys through my go-to running warm-up. This year I wanted to get back into running after literally years off, and honestly the more I run, the more I am loving it. I'm really focusing on preventing injuries as much as possible, and seeing as though most of my runs are early in the morning, I really want to make sure to get my joints and muscles ready to go. So let's go through some of my favorite warm-up exercises that you can do before you hit the road again. Getting started with hamstring sweeps. I generally do around 8 to 10 reps of these per leg, and seeing as though my hamstrings are my weakest muscle of all, making sure that I do get them warmed up is incredibly important. Next up, we're going to go into some reverse lunges to knee drives. This is actually one of my favorite exercises. You can do it just by holding onto a counter, and I also complete 8 to 10 reps per leg. Going into heel to toe rocks. Now, if there's one muscle that is incredibly tight in the morning, it is definitely my calves. So to make sure these get warmed up, I complete this exercise for around 12 to 15 reps. Hip openers. Now, most runners will know that having hip pain is extremely frustrating, so I love doing hip openers as part of my warm-up. I generally do 8 to 10 in one direction and then in reverse, and then complete it on the other leg as well. Forward to backward swings, also a favorite of mine, and I generally just complete 10 to 12 reps of these per side. Ankle rotations. Now, whenever I don't warm up my ankles, I always feel it in my first kilometer. So making sure to warm these up, I complete ankle rotations for 12 to 15 reps per side. Squats to full extensions. Now, honestly, I can't even touch my toes so early in the morning, so this is another great hamstring stretch that you can do, and I generally complete around 10 to 12 reps of these. Lastly, lateral lunges. Now, I generally go as deep as what my body can handle when it's 5 in the morning, but this is also a great exercise to just get that inner thigh and groin warmed up. And I aim to complete around 10 to 12 reps per side. After completing all of these, I am pretty much good to go and head out on my run. And to anyone who really wants to get into running but they are struggling to get started, just remember that everyone starts as a beginner. Running is a completely different type of fitness that gets easier the more mileage you get in on your legs. So even if it's difficult in the beginning, I promise it will get easier. And if you found this video helpful, then make sure to stick around and subscribe, because I'm sure I'll have some more running content coming soon.